Wow. I mean, what an amazing jobs report. It just confirms that this is an exceptional labor market that's going to feed into the exceptionalism of the US economy. I do think it's a bit of a headache for the Fed because of the wage growth numbers. Lots of people have been warning about wage growth, about service inflation, and that just emphasizes that warning. And then finally, for your markets, look, this means March is off the table. March should have been off the table for a while, as you and I have discussed, but this means March is off the table. It also means that you are more likely to get the 3 cuts that the Fed has signaled, 3 to 4, rather than the higher number that the markets has been romancing.
Do you think that May is potentially off the table too, Mohamed, given the fact that we're seeing wage pressures that are going in the wrong direction for the Fed?
You know, I was with you last week and I said June is what I think should happen and what I think is likely to happen. And that this report just feeds into that.
Mohamed, so what do you think it means in terms of the U.S. election? Can they cut closer to the election now, given March is off the table? What's the window they actually have?
So in a way, I'm going to ask you whether you think the Fed is influenced by politics. I tend to believe the view that the Fed is apolitical and that they will do what they think is right. For the administration, this is a two-sided sword, because on the one hand, it is good for them that the economy is doing so well. On the other hand, there is concern that as you get closer to the election, you're going to start getting the weakening that results from buffers, balance sheets having been used to power this economy. So, you know, it's good news for them right now, but I think that they have to keep an eye to what's going to happen closer to November.